We were here in Los Angeles, and we came in through the side, and we were waiting for the credits to be done. And Denzel just, you have a sixth sense, I think, and you went and sat by
when I sat next to that jump?
This man who seemed to, just have some tears in his eyes.
What I said was, I saw him, and I went and sat down, and then the lights were coming up. He was struggling. I said, "Was that your dad up there?" And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, was that you up there?" He said, "No, it was my brother." Ultimately, I think it's a healing. I think the film is good, good for you. Where Corey? I want him to help me with this fence.
He got recruited by a college football team.
It ain't gonna get him nowhere.
If he be like you in the sports, he gonna be all right.
And what'd it ever get me? I ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of.
What were some of the challenges in adapting the stage play to the screen?
The biggest challenge was not to overdo it, to leave it alone. August Wilson is first. Just to take care of August and to be led by what he wrote and not try to overinterpret it.
And Michael T. and Steven, did you find that when you were doing a film version, did you have to modulate your performances or change anything, or was doing over 100 performances the perfect rehearsal for the movie?
Well, there was never any idea that we were trying to replicate anything. And 6 years had passed between the time we did it on the stage and when we pulled up to the Sugar Top in the Hill District. That was, once we got in backyards and on the streets, and no, there was nothing to modulate.
The only adjustments are just like Steven said. On stage, you make sure the people on the back row are included. In cinema, it's much more intimate. We had a lot of discoveries in the cinematic application that we did not even think about on stage because of all the technique involved with live theater.
Now, I done give you everything I got to give you. I give you your life. Me and your mama worked that out between us, and liking your black ass wasn't part of the bargain.
I had gotten the role just the traditional way through casting, so I was going into the audition knowing that, all right, I'm about to meet the man that I've watched for years. So I freaked out a little bit, but I tried to rally the troops, so to speak. And when he opened the door and I saw him, I tried to be all cool, but it didn't turn out well. 'Cause he just knew I was nervous. He was like, "What's up, Jovan?" And I was like, "Oh man, what's up, man?"
Now, Sanaya, I don't know, had you seen any of his movies?
I only saw Malcolm X. That was my first movie I'm allowed to watch.
But I mean, just the act of auditioning is intimidating in and of itself. I mean, do you remember the process?
Yes. Originally, my manager told me about how it was an August Wilson play, and it was originally on Broadway, and I did my research before anything, so I looked up the Broadway play on YouTube, and and I watched the whole thing, and then when I realized, oh, I'm playing right now, I skipped to Raynell's part, and I skipped. I'm sorry again, I skipped over your parts, but.
I told him if he wasn't a mankind, and move out the way so the mankind could find me.
That's what she told me.
Sanaya mentioned that you were all working together and the most important thing was to make August happy. What do you think he would think of this movie?
He would rejoice in it. He would absolutely rejoice in it. He would rejoice in the fact that there's no music up to 46 minutes in, He would really love that. He would love that it was in Pittsburgh. And there's just so many things that he would enjoy about it, and he made his presence known. It was wonderful to see this handmade film, and that really let him know something. And that's personal for him, but it was personal for everybody. But it was definitely August collaborating with Denzel Washington
And participating.
Absolutely. Participating in this film.
Some people build fences to keep people out, and other people build fences to keep people in.
After years of therapy, I realized my mother is Humphrey Bogart, let's be honest. She's hard drinking, hard smoking. She does not fit into the normal feminine box. She really did want to be a pilot in World War II. She loves the underdog.
I don't know how old your children are, but do they understand what you do for a living?
Yeah, they know what I do. They don't quite understand all the stuff you do after the movie. They sort of like, why do you keep talking about it? You know what I mean?